I don't think people realize what fat people go through in the summer.
No.
It's hot.
Especially the moderately fat where you're like, you could make some life-changing decisions and be ready by summer.
Yeah, here it is. It's not super fat. Like if you are out there and you have a hot summer day, imagine doing that but carrying around 2 15-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
On your hips.
On your hips.
Yeah, on your chest. I feels like every time summer comes around, it feels like when I was a bad student, papers are due, and mine ain't ready. I don't want to show you mine. Mine has cartoonish titties on it.
Lift off. The clock has started.
Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street. This episode is sponsored
Yeah, we got a sponsor, baby.
by Altamont Brewing Company.
Altamont Brewing. Altamont Beer Works in Livermore, California.
Cheers, dog. I got the Pilsner. What you got?
You did the, what's the name of the Pilsner?
I don't know, man. I think it's just the Pilsner.
Premium Pils. Dry, crisp, clean. I got the Mac Drizzle Golden Ale. Gold Ale.
Look at these dope-ass koozies, man.
They make some great, for people that love IPAs, they're doing the Make Beer Clear again, right?
I love that, dude. I'm over the hazy IPAs.
Yeah, hazies are kind of played out. And Maui Wowie is their most famous IPA. It's really good. I also love their Mac Dre stuff if you're a fan of old Bay Area rap legends like Mac Dre.
They love Mac Dre, but most importantly, they love
Hesby Street.
Hesby Street.
Yeah, but they have
Podcast.
great Mac Dre merch is what I'm trying to say.
They really do, yeah.
And it's officially Mac Dre merch. Like, I guess his mom owns the rights to it. And she's like, let's make more merch. Like, she loves it. She's like, this is so much fun. Everyone, like, it's kind of cool to see, like, your son is gone, and, like, the moment they post something with his name on it or his likeness, it's, like, selling, like, fucking hotcakes. Anyway,
So,
check
go
out
drink
Altamont
Beer
Beer
Maui
Works.
Wowie's great. The IPA I love.
I don't think mine's going to fit in the coupe.
It does. It just, you got to finesse it in there.
Ooh.
You got it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Also, shout out to some new patrons. We finally got to that. Jillian and Eric. You can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Hesby Street. Bonus episode every Friday. Check out my cool new Montana hat. HesbyStreetPod.com has our tour dates. I will be in, where will I be? Comedy Store this Friday night in Hollywood.
I'll be with you, I believe.
Right on. Escondido, California the week after that at the Grand Comedy Club, headlining there.
Nice.
July, I'm in San Diego again somewhere. And then August 10th and 11th, I'll be at the DC Comedy Loft in Washington, D.C., the capital of our nation. October 14th,
I stormed it.
I'll be at the Bug Theater in Denver. And hopefully Chicago's coming soon. So, HesbyStreetPod.com for those dates.
I'll be in a few places. This weekend, I'm at Up Next With You. I got some Don't Tells in LA. The Don't Tell keeps me working, keeps Daddy employed.
You're not supposed to tell, though. That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah, one's in Silver Lake. I'm not supposed to tell you that. The other one's in Hollywood. I'm not supposed to tell you that. And then, hot off the presses, August 16th through 19th, I will be featuring for the star of This Fool on Hulu, Chris Estrada.
At Punchline SF?
San Francisco Punchline.
That's funny because, well, let's start the episode and I'll tell you why it's funny.
Okay, let me play you a song.
Okay. I was supposed to feature for him in April, I want to say.
Yeah, and he had to cancel, right?
And he had to cancel. And then,
Something about you being on the show didn't
something about
sit
that.
well with him.
So then I saw him at the store, the comedy store.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I rescheduled those dates. Can you do it? And I was like, I mean, I'd love to do it. They're not
Yeah.
going to let me do it.
They won't let you.
Yeah.
Because you already featured.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I'll see what I can do. And I was like, please see what you can do.
Yeah.
Just because. So, no, I'm glad you got it.
They sent
If I
him a
can't
list
get it,
of who could, and I don't
oh,
think
really?
you were on it.
That's
Yeah.
funny. But do check out This Fool. Season 2's coming out, too.
Yeah.
On Hulu. Just watch Season 1.
So
Great
stoked
sh-
for
it's
Chris
such a good
Estrada.
show.
He's such an awesome comedian, and I'm very excited for the success that's come his way. And it's nice to see him, like, I don't know, I feel like he's just the right guy for it because he'll never change. Like, he always appreciates other comics, and
I
you
can't
know.
wait till he changes, man.
If he changes, it'll be a sad day for me because I need to believe that
Do you think we'll change?
I'm changing already, and nothing has really happened.
Yeah.
I am the new host of the Comedy Store Doorcast.
I know, and I don't like that.
It's gone straight to my head.
I feel like you should have ran that by me.
I'm not going to. Now we can't talk about anything Comedy Store related here save it for the Doorcast.
Absolutely not.
Anytime you talk
This
about
is
work,
this is your numero uno.
Save it for the Doorcast.
Listen, Hesbos, I'm looking at both cameras. I know only one can see me, but do not listen to the Comedy Store Doorcast at a protest.
Save it for the Doorcast. That's my new catchphrase.
I'm changing too, but you knew that would come.
Yeah, you're changing hard.
Yeah, like I've gotten to a point where I can't even talk to normal people anymore, man.
I know.
They'll be having conversation, and it's just like
I feel that. And I used to
want-
talk to everyone.
And I want to so bad, but it's just like, dude, me and my friends, and this is going to sound terrible, but me and my friends are like the best talkers in the world. Dude. We do it.
That is so real.
We do
That's
it for a
bar.
living.
That is a full
And
bar.
it's not, this is what people think. They think that we're all around doing jokes all the time. It's not that. We're not doing
no.
that. There's some funny jokes. I think if anything, we're so good at trimming the fat on what we're saying.
Yes.
That's what.
My
That's
Lord.
why it's so nice talking to comedians. It's just like they know the point of a story.
Yeah.
They know when to be done.
Yeah. Honestly, you know who I want to thank for this?
Mm-hmm.
Instagram Reels. Get to it in 59 seconds if you want people to know about it. Everyone I hang out with, their point is almost...
The algorithm knows what's best, and we got to stop fighting it.
Yeah. Obey.
Everyone's
Heed.
like, I can't do long bits anymore. None of us wanted that.
No. Your bit was too long.
I can't wait until headliners are doing 7.
Yeah.
Features are doing 3 minutes,
Yep.
and the hosts are just telling you, thanks for coming.
Yeah, right.
10-minute comedy shows.
Right.
Boom.
I want a headliner to just make my ears bleed in 46 seconds. Absolutely alter my understanding of what existence is.
That's some good Altamont Beer Works.
Dog, don't step on my commercial acting toes.
I feel like this, I consider, and thanks to Altamont for sponsoring us.
Yeah.
However, it's just a 1-episode thing.
No, I told them to.
Oh, you told them to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. But it's only 2 episodes. So I feel like this is all one big commercial for the next sponsor.
Right.
You know?
You're
could
at
be
here.
you.
Yeah, right.
You're like, I just ended months of sobriety on Altamont Beer Works Pilsner.
Boy, it's good to be back.
Worth it.
Bye-bye, kids.
I don't even know. I don't think this is
I think I'm an alcoholic.
I don't think
I feel amazing.
I don't think we can do like ads on YouTube for this episode.
Why is that?
Because this is a paid partnership now with Altamont Beer Works.
But they didn't. That's none of their business.
Oh, they don't know if they. Yeah, they didn't pay us.
We're just talking.
This is just a bit we're doing.
I'm just a passionate Altamont Beer Works drinker.
Same. How could you not be?
And the shirts.
Altamont Beer Works, Livermore, California, establishment too.
Yeah, no. I hope I don't change. I fear I will, but I hope I don't. I hope I stay the sweet little naive boy that's just happy forever. You know what my mom told me, and it's a great example of how dumb I have been. Remember how we were talking about Katie Wright got this trend going where like things that you didn't think, like things that you've said in your life that are very dumb.
Yeah. Mine as well.
Mine as well. Are mine as wells.
I got some flack for that one.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was honest.
Yeah. So my mom's she was like, God, you were so naive and just so happy for everyone without like knowing anything that's going on. She's like, I remember when I first took you to the tiny little poor village that I was from called Feeney in Morocco.
Mr. Feeney.
Like Mr. Feeney. And not even like Moroccans have never heard of this place. It is truly off the grid.
Yeah.
And so she takes me there and my first reaction is like, whoa, everyone here has the same toys that I have. Like the toys like the ones I have at home. And the shirts and pants and socks like the ones I have at home. And I just thought these villagers went to the same Marshalls that I went to. They don't even have doors. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, Jake the Snake action figure? How cool is it? The arm goes back like
Hey,
that.
yours is also broken like mine. And it says Zack on the foot.
Dude, what a weird product they made. So consistently flawed.
Dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
This
beer hit me hard, dude.
I will
such a lightweight
I will
now.
share a funny story that happened, and it did happen at the Comedy Store, and you can hear the story again on the Doorcast. but it was so painful. I have to share it with you. Just how awkward my life gets. I did my life. So I went and did potluck a couple weeks ago, and it was a poppin' night. And they had this dude Marcelo. I always forget his last name, but he's
From Saturday Night Live?
yeah, that's how I know him. Marcelo from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
He went up right after me, did like a longer showcase set for the Booker, and he was great. I'd never seen him do stand up. Really nice guy. I was like, dude, that was, and it's like my jam, like immigrant mom stuff.
I can't root for people under 25 in comedy. I
was
don't
like,
care how funny you are.
That immigrant mom stuff blows my immigrant mom stuff out of the water. And he's got an accent. It's just better.
Yeah.
And so he was great.
I think you're wrong. I think you're better than him.
And then I walked into the main room.
But go ahead.
Thank you. I walked into the main room, and I can do nothing for you in your career, by the way. So just think about that answer.
I know,
dude.
dude.
Okay. That means a lot then.
Yeah.
Because I
Trust
will
me,
not
I
help
know.
you. So I go in the main room and
I
Bill,
need someone to co-headline my October show, and I'm like, God, it'd be cool if Zack could sell any tickets.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
So I go to the main room, Bill Burr Murders. And then I'm hanging out, go to the back area where people are like smoking. There's like maybe 12, 13 people back there. And they're kind of like all around. I don't see everyone. I don't do the look around, which I realize I should do. And I'm talking to Omid Singh and like a couple other people. And I can't remember what the topic was. And, you know, I had a couple drinks.
I can't wait for where this
And
is going.
he goes, I'm just filling in the blank here. He goes, something like, you know who you look like or remind me of? And I went, Marcelo from SNL. And then he goes, yeah, he's right behind you. And I was like, oh, he was really funny tonight, you know? And then I'm like, I don't want to talk about him anymore. This is painful.
Did he hear you?
I don't know. I didn't even have the courage to look back behind.
Right.
I think I looked and he was talking to someone that
I was so worried it was going to be another Bill Burr awkward moment.
someone I couldn't see around the corner.
Yeah.
And they go, no, I was going to say you look like, oh, I bet I remind you of Bill Burr. And he goes, he's also right behind you. He's talking to Marcelo. And I'm like, do you have a gun? Do you have a gun and an exploding bullet that I can put in my brain? And then Bill Burr got up, left their conversation, and sat at like the bench facing me where I was about to go sit down.
Yeah.
And I went, nah. It's not going to get better than this. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a guy that consoles you and makes you feel like you're doing awesome by the dumb shit you're saying. If you've watched any interview he's ever done. So I'm like, I'm going to leave with my dignity somewhat shattered.
Somewhat shattered.
Yeah.
Not completely obliterated.
No, I was
Good for
okay.
you.
I'm getting to the age where I'm okay.
We are at that age.
Like, I just don't care. Like, I can
It's hard to
fucking...
care about anything.
I could shit my pants.
It's a blessing and a curse.
in public. And I go, this was a... Look,
Gambled and lost.
we're going to start
I'm
tomorrow.
headed home, man.
We rebuild brick by brick. Saw Micah Parsons, NFL linebacker.
Yeah, he was at the store last night.
I spotted him walking down the street.
I was very surprised. This is going to sound...
I'm just talking about Comedy Store stuff.
This is going to sound maybe offensive to him, but I don't think Michael Parsons is a listener. I expected him to be bigger because he's a linebacker.
He's pretty big.
He's not that tall. Maybe
He was-
6'1".
No. He had a couple inches on me at least. At least 6'4".
6'2" at the most.
Dude, I'm telling you, he was more than 2 inches taller than me.
I don't think so.
All
I was
right.
very surprised about... I was like, it made me think I probably could play in the NFL, so I started working out this morning.
Height isn't that big of a deal, right?
Well, I mean, I didn't know that.
No,
because
yeah,
I
height
obviously
is
have
not
the
that big of a deal.
athleticism and the build. I just always
yeah.
thought height was holding me back.
Yeah, you thought height.
Height. What'd I say? Height?
You said height.
Height.
That's not a word.
Height.
Height.
Height. Height.
People say height. A lot of people say height.
That is weird. It's not a word.
It's not.
Why
Width.
did I say it? Width.
That's what you were thinking of. You
Height.
do have the width.
Thanks, man. No fooling.
You're there. Honestly, yeah. We got to get healthy.
Can anyone help?
Are people just like rolling their eyes every time we say we got to get healthy?
God, I feel so unwell, and now it's hot.
Our patrons are going to, I know.
You know what I mean? I don't think people realize what fat people go through in the summer.
No.
It's hot.
Especially the moderately fat where you're like, you could make some life-changing decisions and be ready by summer.
Yeah, here it is. It's not super fat. Like if you are out there and you have a hot summer day, imagine doing that but carrying around 2 15-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
On your hips.
On your hips.
Yeah, on your chest. I feels like every time summer comes around, it feels like when I was a bad student, papers are due, and mine ain't ready. I don't want to show you mine. Mine has cartoonish titties on it.
No one wants that.
You're gonna be upset with my paper.
Yeah, it's
People have been sad about like permanent fog or what's it called? There's
brain fog.
No, the weather, not your fucking mind.
June gloom.
No, they were calling it in golf. They called it pressure front, something like that. Anyway, it's just foggy every day for like the past 3 months, and people are so sad. People are like depressed.
How sad are they?
People are depressed about like, is this going to be like this forever? Like, I want to go to the beach. I want to take my shirt off. You know what I mean?
I know.
And I'm like, it reminds me of like when the pandemic hit and people were like, okay, I can't go to the gym. Now I can't go out and go for a run. And I'm like, dude, we better just sit down and try to not think about it.
We do belong in fog.
I'm built for fog,
You know?
dude.
It's like people are like, you want to get some photos during golden hour? No.
No, man.
I do photos during fog.
Yeah.
Like a thick fog. You can kind of just get the outline of me, and even that's kind of too much.
Right. I'm going to be wearing a coat. I don't care if I'm sweating. I got to cover up the vulnerables. Guys, our vulnerables are like here. You know?
Nothing. It's got to be exactly head on.
Yeah.
Nothing side.
Yeah. Don't, because if it's side, I have a breast. You know what I mean? I'm like Our Lady of something.
Yeah. Anytime I'm on stage and the photographer's side stage, I'm like, we don't need to do those.
Yeah.
Let me just turn my back.
Yeah. I go, God, that's what they've been seeing. And then you get sometimes you get a side shot of the audience, and they're like, they're not even they can't hear your comedy. I always blame
the lens. I'm like, Van must have had a weird lens on.
So is that an X249C?
That's a weird lens.
I don't do that lens. I don't do that lens.
I've got another comedy gripe.
Okay.
But it's unrelated. I'm changing subjects.
Okay.
I don't like.
We're shifting from. We're just too fat. That's my gripe.
I'm getting out of us being too
God.
fat. Well, I mean the camera angles. I was a goof.
Yeah. Right.
I don't like. Maybe you relate to. Maybe you've noticed this or not. But a lot of comedians nowadays, because of like the. I don't think we're in a weird PC culture, but they think we are. So they need to like preface jokes or do little disclaimers at the end of jokes where they're like, "Here's why it's okay. I did that."
Do you have a hard example, or do we got to save it for the Patreon?
I'll have an example, but I won't. I'll name it on the Patreon. I'm not going to throw the comedian under the bus until Patreon. But he has a joke where he makes fun of like a paraplegic person.
Okay.
And then at the end of the joke, he goes, "It's okay that I made that joke because I made that joke once, and after the show, this girl in a wheelchair came up to me and she said, 'Thank you. That joke made me feel seen.'" And then the whole crowd goes, "Aww." And it's just an insane.
I picture him in a room being like, "Oh my God, this is how I end the joke. I'll just say that."
Right. Part of me is like, I don't care if you do a joke about just do the joke.
Right.
You know, like you want to talk about Bill Burr, he'd be like, just do the fucking joke.
Right.
You know?
If it's
or
funny, that's
Anthony
what saves
Jeselnik
you.
goes the opposite way.
Right.
Where it's like, I want to be the villain.
Yeah, because that's how funny it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like my confidence is in the funny.
But it's just so funny to me that like, I don't know if that. Do you think that happened?
I don't.
I don't think it happened either. No one's going up and be like, "Thanks, man. Thanks for making fun of me.
Hold on.
That made me feel seen."
Yeah.
You know? And then I just the idea of that, just every time he makes a joke, he's like, when I made fun of that duck covered in oil after the oil spill, that's okay, because after the show, a duck came up to me and he said, and
I saw a tear.
And then I knew. And he was covered in Dawn soap, but I knew that like, wow, I changed that duck's life.
Yeah.
You know?
When I made fun of a guy with micro penis, he came up to me and he just slowly pulled his pants down. And he went, "Hey, thanks."
When I made fun of that
and
lady,
I went, "You can't do that in here." I don't care how small it is, pal. Yeah, I said that paraplegic joke, and that lady was like, I was about to charge my chair. It's dangerously close to dying. But I had to come over here and tell you. Thank you.
Thank you. My daughter drowned in a swimming pool. and I tortured myself for years and years because I wasn't watching her. But when you made that joke
Yeah.
about my dead baby daughter,
Yeah.
that really made me feel okay with what I did.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, that's not.
I don't want you to feel okay. What'd you do? What did you do? Yeah, Casey Anthony was at my show, and she came up and said, I can finally go out again. Thank you. All this time I've been afraid of what the world might think of me. I'm like, still be afraid. Have shame.
You killed your baby.
Bill Cosby saw me and he went, him. He
Wow.
made it okay to be Bill Cosby again. I'm like, was that what I was trying to do? The crowd's like, "Aw." You're like, "Aw?" For Bill or all his victims?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Oh, speaking of,
So hot.
do you have a comedy inspiration?
Yeah, I always have a comedy inspiration.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I
just
want
so
you
you
to
can
go
pick
first,
your
just so I can
inspiration?
pick which one.
Okay, yeah. My inspiration is lying down two-wheel bike guy. It can fall. And he's like, I'm going to go back
Three
further.
wheels, though, isn't it?
I saw a two-wheel. It's
Wow.
it's a bike that's all balance. And he's just laying down. And he's bad at it. He's wobbling. He's actually causing traffic.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the comedy I kind of like, I align with, where people are like, it shouldn't be this hard.
Mm-hmm.
You should just get to where you're going. And I'm like, I'm going to do it my way. And it's going to be with me laying down a lot.
And falling over a lot.
I'm going to lay down more than I should. I'm
Yeah.
going to fall over more than is necessary. That's my inspiration. Laying down two-wheel bike guy.
My inspiration is, like, you ever have a friend, he does a card trick, and he says, is this your card?
Yeah.
And then it's not your card.
Yeah.
Right? And then so he tries again, and he tries to play it off as, like, that was part of the bit.
Right.
And then the second, it's also not your card.
Oh, fuck.
And my comedy inspiration is the guy that gets to the 9th guess. Where it's like, at this point, even if he does get it
Yeah.
right, it's no longer impressive.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep guessing until you just finally say, yeah, bud, that's my card.
And then you look back and you go, it wasn't my card. I just want to go.
That's my inspiration, man, because I'll be up there on stage and I'm gonna keep guessing.
Right. It's not going to be right for about 8 times.
And the 9th time you'll finally applaud just to make it stop.
Yeah. Just so I
Yeah.
stop talking about the paraplegic who's okay with my joke. That's not funny.
Might as well, man.
Mine as well. Speaking of magic, you have a special evening
Going
planned.
to the Magic Castle tonight.
You're going your first time to the Magic Castle.
Thank you to Altamont Beer Works.
It's all possible.
I am going to the Magic Castle for the first time. You've been.
I've been.
Now, the Magic Castle is, do you want to explain it to the Hesbos?
It is.
I mean, it's like what it sounds like. It's kind of just like the Comedy Store of magic. There's a bunch of rooms
Bunch of bars.
and a lot of magicians performing.
Magic everywhere. Deception everywhere. Illusion everywhere. A lot of old classic artwork.
I'm so excited. You can't get
A lot
tickets.
of fun gimmicks.
You have to be invited.
You cannot get a ticket. You
Which is
just have to
neat.
be invited, which is really cool, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to know someone to get in,
I finally know someone.
which does make me feel like that's part of it.
Totally, that's part of it.
Like they are casing you. You're already being profiled. They are awaiting your arrival.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of terrifies me.
Do you think that
Like
they...
I kept checking my wallet like
Yeah.
all night because it just felt like I was in the marketplace in Morocco.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. It's the one time you want to use that button in your back pocket.
Yes.
like I'm clipping
I'm just
this
buttoning
shut.
it. Yeah.
no one's getting in there.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, I noticed you had a button shut on your back pocket. Hold on one second. I'm feeling nauseous." And it's just like every credit card you've
Yeah.
ever. You're like my middle school ID card. I don't even have that.
Blockbuster. What?
That one you owe money on that.
Do you have any tips for me? I'm just gonna embrace
Suspend disbelief.
it. Suspend disbelief. Yeah,
Keep your head on a swivel.
of course.
They'll show you because Kaylee Chase has taken you. Our dear friend Kaylee.
Shout out to Kaylee Chase, the best piano player since Beethoven.
And one of the best daughters of Chevy Chase I've ever heard of. She's
I feel like it's just a fuck you to her two sisters.
oh, she has sisters?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, look, I heard what I heard. Step it up, sis. She will kind of like show you the best shows because you don't know magic. Like there isn't like a magician that you're like, dude, I can't wait to see this guy. Mm-hmm. But getting a good seat is really fun. And so she'll know which line.
I want to get hypnotized. Do they do that?
They do. Jesse got hypnotized, but they don't advertise it. Like it's part of the trick.
Yeah.
He actually sent me an Instagram reel of the trick. Another guy did. And he goes, is that what happened to me? And I go, that's exactly what happened to you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. I want you to get tricked. What sucks is you can't film anywhere.
Can they make me stop smoking cigarettes?
They can make you start.
All right.
Feverishly.
Cool.
Like a detective. Like a noir detective.
That's so funny.
Like you're in war. You know what I think would be a funny ad? That like if everyone would just nut up and like not worry about like corporate ads not being fucked up, is like trench warfare World War II.
World War One.
One. Trench warfare, as we all know, is World War One.
Yeah.
These guys, if you just had some courage and made it World War II in this ad.
Right.
These guys are laying down and they got their fucking shit going. And one like pulls out a picture of his girlfriend. You know, I can't wait to get back to her. And so the guy's like, what are you excited to get back for? And he's like, my veteran discount at Chipotle. Take a look at that menu. Now picture that with $2 off any of those things.
It's as though there's no tax when you get the 10% off.
You practically didn't pay for your guac. Practically.
But you did.
You did. But it's an honor and a privilege that few are afforded.
And if you talk about it really loud, sometimes someone behind you will buy you chips.
That's right. If you say, this government isn't supporting us when we come back from fighting for this place, they'll either ask you to leave, or sometimes you go, give me food and I'll leave. And they'll give you food. Here's the tip. Don't leave. Do not leave. They can't touch you. You're a hero. No, but thank you to our troops. I'm very thankful. I just...
Which troop in particular do you like the most, you'd think?
I would say like a Marine in Generation Kill. That movie. That one. SEAL Teams 1 through 5.
Yeah.
SEAL Team 6 can go fuck themselves, dude. They know what they did. Best of the best.
I mean, SEAL Team 1 ran so that SEAL Team 6 could walk. No, walked. I did it backwards. You get it.
It's a very American thing for our foreign audience. I don't know if they know the prestige of SEAL Team 6, but it was basically like the coolest sounding thing in military ever. It was like the people who lied in school. They're like, my cousin was in Navy SEAL Team 6.
Whoa.
Did
he kill Osama? Nobody was next to that guy.
Yeah, they never lie outrageously like that. He didn't pull the trigger.
No, but
because he had compassion.
But he helped drag his body.
Yeah. He grabbed all the porn DVDs from his house.
Yeah.
That was a thing that was always weird to me. They like said he had a bunch of porn.
But it's like, of course.
Why?
Because he didn't have internet.
So he just had the DVDs?
He had to have some porn.
I don't want to think of Osama
Listen,
bin
if you're
Laden.
hiding in a cave or wherever, Pakistan, you know?
It just felt like
It's boring.
villains in my mind. I'm very comic book minded. Like they're at home doing villain stuff. You're not like meanwhile in Joker's lair.
Like
It's just
petting
petting
a cat.
a cat, looking at his cameras. Not just one of them's got porn.
Just Osama just going to town on himself.
You're like, so are all these screens camera? He's like, no, I can play every porn I own with all these. I don't have cameras.
You don't play Madden?
You want to play Madden? Don't turn off the porn though.
I don't know if it'll come back. Do you remember that whole thing?
No.
Like, you
Porn?
would get like a free channel on accident, and so you'd be too afraid to turn the TV off.
That's so
I forgot
funny.
you grew up in Marin, and poor people.
Yeah. You had to cling to your new channel for dear
You're like,
life.
dude, HBO's on. But I think it was just like they give you HBO free for a week.
Like a promotional
yeah,
thing.
but in our heads, we're like, don't turn the TV
Leave
off.
it. Yeah, you're just sleeping and it's like blue.
Yeah.
It's playing like the weirdest fucking midnight cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like Eon Flux or
Yeah,
something.
and you're like, I gotta watch it.
This is good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm currently training a German Shepherd to detect stolen valor,
Oh, okay.
and it's good at it.
You're gonna turn the German Shepherd. Oh no, wait, yeah, because stolen valor would be there, not okay.
Yeah, they're gonna kill anyone that's pretending
They're
to
gonna
be.
kill.
That's what I'm training them to do. See stolen valor and kill.
Wow.
They've been wrong twice, but the rest of the time they're really good.
And how many have they killed?
They've been wrong twice.
How many times have they been right?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
All right, man. Any final thoughts before we turn the AC on?
German Shepherd, my least favorite dog, I think.
Yeah, because they're cops.
Terrifying.
They are terrifying.
They have just such a scary bite. They're so in shape.
Yeah, at my apartment, someone's kind of watching someone else's house, and she had a German Shepherd, and I came into the house, and it was like scared of me, and then I was scared of it. And
Right.
It was just like, and then both of us were like, should we attack each other's weakness, or should we just? It was a weird moment, so we ended
Right.
up fighting for like 40 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So the dog attacking your weakness is just like, you're not riding enough.
Yeah, you're going through a weird phase.
It feels a little artificial on stage. You're not really being your truest self. You're like, ow, get off me.
Fuck you, German
You're like,
Shepherd.
you don't have balls. He's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah?
What are you doing with your balls?
Not having kids. Your mom must be pretty proud of that. Like, dude, fuck your dog. Put a fucking muzzle on that thing. This dog is attacking every weakness of them. If you just buckled down and exercise for like a few months, you'd be happy in life. And you're like, shut up. It's not that easy. That's the type of guard dog I want,
Yeah,
dude. It goes for your weakness.
It's just like, your ankles are fat.
He's cheating on you. You're like, what is up with your dog? Oh, he attacks people's weaknesses. He's got it all figured out, but he can't commit.